Hi, Graham.
This game has fire.
It does.
It also may have emblems.
Ah.
This game is not Fire Emblem, Jeremy.
Wait, hold on. You got my hopes up.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I got him way up.
There's a map. There's kingdoms.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into this. I'm not entirely sure how long this intro is going to last.
Yeah, we may win it. This is Berwick Saga. That was not a jump cut. I just stopped in the middle of the sentence. This is Berwick Saga. This is the sequel to Tear Ring Saga. And is developed by the creator and lead developer of the early Fire Emblem games, Shouzou Kaga, who at the moment is developing, for some reason, a fan-made game with like a strategy RPG game creator tool.
Really?
Yeah. But at the moment, yeah, we're just going to start fresh on this. But yeah, at the moment we're taking a look at this, his, I guess, kind of last big release. Yeah, you can go ahead and do the top thing there. Yeah, we created a system file to save to.
I see.
So this is, if people are fans of the original sort of, Famicom and Super Famicom releases, this is going to be very similar to those, which, there's still a lot in modern Fire Emblem that owes a debt to those days. But this is it's very traditional. It's very much about kingdoms warring. It's about princes and kings and the royal court and things like that. But here's the difference about this game. The first game, Tear Ring Saga, was basically just Fire Emblem again. This game tries to go its own direction. I don't know if you saw before it went into this cutscene.
I saw a hex
I was going to say, it goes in its own two directions more. Oh, you're messing with the message speed. I don't know what's going on right now.
That's what that is. Okay, good to know.
Let's get out of that. You could probably skip through most of this. But there's a lot of this is basically Fire Emblem. You gotta, if you want to scroll on this map here and see what you're dealing with here, you got some people on the other side of the river there.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. But this also does kind of call back to the first Fire Emblem map, and it's very like a long, scrolling, but not that tall kind of map. But yeah, you have a bunch of cavaliers here, basically. And you can move them, and yeah, the top action is move.
This one is move.
And you can get them to where you need to go, and then you can attack when you're there if you can. The movement system is a little different. As you can see, over to the right, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Those are the next 5 people to make a turn. So, generally, the enemy gets to move more than you do, at least right now.
Well, there's more of them. Oh.
Yeah,
I guess I can change my item.
the top is to attack, but it just allows you to choose what weapon you'd like to attack with.
I see.
So
I will use.
Generally, I think your top as your normal lance, and then you have like a javelin that is ranged. So this game doesn't bother with cutting into battles, which frankly I turn off in Fire Emblem games. But as a result, it makes some pretty cool animations happen, which I think is pretty cool. Just make a nice wall here.
Am I allowed to heal? Is that what this guy can do?
I'm not sure what he's doing.
Oh, let's see what that does.
But here's your protagonist, your Lord character. Still named Lord in this game. like in the old Fire Emblems.
Just named Lord?
No, just that's the class.
Oh, okay.
They get a special class that makes them all something. And yeah, so you got a line there. What's going on in the house? Oh man, that definitely looks like a playable character. What?
Oh, you mean the generic-looking guy with no eyes?
No, see, that was always the telltale thing in earlier Fire Emblem games, and to an extent, some of the newer ones. If you don't have eyes, you're not a playable character.
Well, it's better than going by feet in Awakening.
Yeah, that's definitely true. This room thing is definitely weird, though.
It is nice to be able to, like, see what's going on in the world as it appears.
Yeah, though, like, this room is as big as the whole town. So there's that.
I mean, it's what happens when you hide pocket dimensions in various places.
Ah, and she is a sister, so she is probably a cleric.
And are they...
And then that guy's probably the actual... the Axe Master accompanying her, so... Looks like you're going to have to run in and save him.
Looks that way. Don't worry, the cavalry is coming.
Yeah, it's just the cavalry. It's just only the cavalry.
Ah, right, he has a spear.
Hopefully this Axe Master can hold him off. Much like Fire Emblem games, there is permanent death, so if you don't get there in time, then you don't rescue them. I'm not sure in this game whether that's going to be a failure for the mission. But But yeah, I hate that, I mean, I guess it makes sense at the time we weren't getting Fire Emblem games, but this was, published by Interbrain, and they went through all this effort to basically, like, hire away the lead developer and make a team around him to build these games, It's kind of weird that they didn't put any more muscle into getting it out there.
Yeah, this is a really interesting little game.
It is. Some work has been done on fan translating it, which is nice. We're playing like a real disc on a real system, so
we don't have the luxury of fan translations right now.
One thing you'll notice here is that generally units don't do a lot of damage. Just, I think a lot of Fire Emblem games now have gone to the, you kill them in one hit, and it's just a matter of whether they get their hit into you first. But kind of this game's like, no, you chip away at them. And that hex grid kind of does some of that. It reminds me a little of, Military Madness in that way. Where it is kind of about, working together on things and not just holding a line. Yeah, where do you think we go with this guy? We run him up, or try to end around somewhere?
Yeah, let's see if I can go north. I'm not sure how how passable this terrain is.
I think it's passable.
Is it?
I don't think you can run into the river, but
okay, sort of passable.
Yeah,
but it will slow them down. Ah, archers.
Yeah, see, it's basically Fire Emblem. Unabashedly so.
With pocket dimension houses.
Yeah. It's definitely something different, which again, I hope we do get to play Ring Saga at some point. But that was basically just, hey, do you want exactly Fire Emblem on the PlayStation? Which a lot of people did, so it worked out.
I was actually a latecomer to the whole Fire Emblem craze.
Yeah.
The first full game that I played was Awakening.
Yeah, I was going to say that's even by Western standards.
Yeah, even by Western standards.
I got into it in the GBA days. But though it's weird, my first one was Sacred Stones, that's a weird one to be the first one. But then I got hooked with Path of Radiance, and went back and played 7, and went back and played 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and the Satellaview levels, and I may have gone a little, I'm not gonna say too far because there's no such thing. Oh, hey, look, this matters somehow.
This is an epic battle?
I think these are maybe named characters, maybe? It's not doing a lot of damage. Okay.
Well, that was an epic confrontation.
Yeah, no, that's okay, sure.
Huh, I see. I can move a little bit after,
Yeah, that's the traditional Fire Emblem Cavalier ability, so surprised it shows up again here.
It's like they got a lot of inspiration from this, Fire Emblem game.
I know. There's a lot of running, man. I think that might be my favorite part. It's just like, run for days / once.
Also, stop when you're on a horse right before you get there.
Right, yeah. You get all that momentum and then make sure not to use it. Run, 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 stop.
Come on!
Poke.
Oh.
Good thing he's just
It's a
standing
lovely
there.
view
though.
from this bridge. Oh, oops.
Well. Oh, yeah, I guess your guy's over there, but you can save him that way. It's almost as if that path was designed for them to run through it.
Yeah, I don't know, like, even down to the little bridge that was there.
The AI here is not being particularly predictable, I'd say.
Oh, wait. Did one of them just run away?
Does seem so, yeah.
Oh, the cavalry's here.
Yep. Man. It's just everyone has horses.
I have to actually move someone.
Yeah, so this is Lasberia Chronicle Chapter 174.
Wait, what?
So there were at least 172 more games that he had in mind. Maybe he's getting into that SRPG studio thing to make those 172 games. I'm up for that.
That's a lot of ideas.
Yeah,
Are there other, like, direct sequels to this particular game?
No, so this is it's a sequel to Turing Saga, though, like, not really in plot. It's just kind of like Fire Emblem, like it's another, game. But no, after that, it kind of dried up, and Shouzou Kaga semi-retired, and that's it. That's all she wrote. It's weird because around 2005, when this game was released, was really when people were starting to embrace these sort of games, at least in Japan. Like, so many more started popping up, Disgaea got really big, and I don't know, it's interesting to think about.
So what do you think most people's intro into this genre was?
Well, I mean, it depends on your generation, right? So if you're older and you played Shining Force or Shining Force 2, that was kind of the only game for a long time. You could say Final Fantasy Tactics, but to me, I think it's a very different sort of game. Because, you know, the mechanics just feel different to me. But, you know, a lot of people started with that.
We're talking about the PlayStation Tactics, not Tactics Advance.
Unfortunately, we're not talking about Tactics Advanced, though, you know me, I find every opportunity to talk about Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I like that game a lot. I know I'm weird, but I like it. Not a big fan of the original Tactics. Maybe, you know, I was a Nintendo kid or whatever, but it has never really stuck with me in the same way.
It's asking me if I want to save.
Yeah, you know, might as well. You know.
We get to look at this wonderful stone loading screen.
Yeah.
Meticulously carved.
Yes, look, it's artisan. You know, it's a bespoke save screen. Yeah. I would say organic, but it's not that. Thanks, Jer.
Thanks, Ram.